Hi, my name is Melanie Moreno. This is my Code of Ethics presentation for ENGI 2304 for Professor Estrada's class, summer course. So today we're going to be talking about the Code of Ethics and what it is, who it's made by, and one of the principles that I feel like is the most important and what could happen potentially if we don't follow this principle. So NSP, National Society of Professional Engineers. What is that? It's an organization that was founded in 1934, and their goal is to foster professional licensed engineers. So when you think about an engineer, there are many things that you can think about. But the one thing is that we want you to think about is trust. You're trusting engineers to solve the problems of society that not just anybody can solve. So why do engineers have a code? Because we're entrusted. When different people give us their trust, they have to know that we have certain characters that uphold that. We're given these tasks, say, to build a bridge. And if I don't know how to do that, but I'm getting paid money to do that, then it could be easy for me if I didn't have these character strengths to say, okay, I'm done. I built it the cheapest, easiest, and fastest way that I could. Not thinking about the possibilities of people's lives, the people that are going to go on the bridge first, even just trial runs, everything of that sort, the dangers that could happen when thinking about that. So what is this code? Well, it's broken up into three parts. First part is fundamental canons, second, rules of practice, and the third, professional obligations. Now, the one we're going to be talking about today is the rules of practice. So the rules of practice pretty much, in summary, state that engineers need to put society's safety first, as well as know our abilities and be honest. Why? What does that mean? Those things seem like something everybody should probably have. You're right. But in this case, engineers need to put society's safety first because, as the previous example, we're holding a lot of people's lives in our hands without even really considering it most days. And so we need to. If there's a problem, we can't just ignore it. If there's a little crack in my bridge that I just built, I can't just ignore it and let people go and just say, oh, it's okay, I'm done. That's not okay. And so having that principle and having that character built upon you and following these code of ethics will keep everybody safe. It'll keep you doing your job right, and more problems will be solved this way and less will be created. And knowing my abilities, I need to know if I can do that. If I'm given a task by my job, I need to know if I have the capability of doing that. If I can't, then I can always learn it, but at least don't put people's lives at stake just because you want to prove that you can do something that you know you probably shouldn't be doing. Third is be honest. That goes along with the second one. Be honest in your capabilities. Be honest that if something's not working, it's not working. Don't say that it is just because you want to get paid. So the first and most popular example of this not working out and people not following the code of ethics for engineers is the NASA Challenger. Now, this is a rocket ship that was going to go up into space. In 1986, it was set for takeoff, and people were put in there, and the engineers knew that at the end of the day, in cold weather, something with the seal, in the cold weather, the seal was not going to be working properly. And they sent it up anyways. And so this did not follow second rule of practice, because they did not put the people's safety first. They just purely thought about, it was a political rush. They were pressured by the company and they let that pressure take over them. And what did that cause? The death of these people. So these people are the kinds of people that trust engineers to do their jobs correctly, to think about their lives whenever they create these things and they run these tests. They do these for a reason. And the code of ethics just enforces it a little bit more in our character. And these are the citations for everything today. Thank you.